Hyper Potion.
All
Hey
right.
guys, welcome to the intro. It's Robo Grunt.
Oh.
Oh,
Excuse
indeed,
me.
John. Oh, indeed.
Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He's got a Grimer. Let's see. Can Goj handle it?
Oh, man.
Neck and neck.
I'll be honest. I always was kind of jealous of it. This is like,
Yes.
I am aware of the difference between reality and fiction, but it gets really hard to not see, like, parties in TV and movies, and every once in a while go, oh, man, I wish I went to a party like that.
Right, yeah.
Even though parties like that more or less don't happen. Like,
Right.
they happen, but it's like a 1 in every 20,000 parties kind of
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah.
And I've gone to enough frat parties that were basically just slightly larger physical space versions of the parties that I hosted and went to normally anyway.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing ever that crazy, but you watch that stuff and you're just like, oh man, I would love to go to a fucking party with the pool and the fucking people in the thing over there and the dancing,
Pokemon,
and
and the guy comes out of the ball and it's Bulbasaur. And confused, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
I forgot that Vulpix learned some weird, like,
Ghosty, weird
yeah,
moves.
ghosty, spirity sort of moves, psychic and ghost. And
I'm never going to really use Roar.
Roar is probably not something you ever want to deal with, yeah. But yeah, no, like I always kind of wanted to. So when it came to in college, for the most part, I lived in like one of the main party houses,
Okay.
and the reason for that was like it was a good big size, lots of open space. You
Mhm.
could, there was a hallway from the living room to the kitchen, but there was also like a window you could look through from like the kitchen
Yeah, I
pantry
remember.
area to the living room. You've been there, yeah.
Yeah.
The apartment was called the Drag Nasty because, and I think it was named that by our mutual friend / the guy that introduced us in the first place, Alex,
Yeah.
because it was over a restaurant called the Dragon Dynasty, a Chinese restaurant. So it just got shortened to Drag Nasty, and none of us ever really thought it was wrong. So it's
Amazing.
like, oh yeah, Drag Nasty. That makes
Aw,
sense.
Man. Those were the days.
But
we were
like-
so young.
But we had a lot of parties there, which was awesome because it meant I could go to a party and not need to worry about, oh, I gotta go home after this. Fuck that. It's just like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'm tired. Good night.
Good
Like
floor.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could literally, I could fall asleep anywhere in my apartment and just be like, all right, everyone leave me alone. Keep partying,
Yeah.
just leave me alone. Or my room is right there.
Right.
The annoying part is the layout of the apartment was great with the exception of, so from the living room, you could walk into either down the hallway to other rooms in the kitchen and stuff, or you could walk into my room
Mhm.
or a different door into my roommate, Rich, his bedroom,
Yep.
which is fine, except that both of us then had another door that went out the back, which
Oh,
also
weird.
went onto the porch. And the porch is where people like to go for party times during the summer, or
Right.
anytime it was like not now, winter time.
Right.
So people would occasionally need to go through one of our rooms to get there.
And
Not
come
a big
back in
deal.
the wrong one.
I mean, it's not. I never really cared. I usually stayed up pretty late during the party nights anyway.
Yeah.
But like,
That's kind of funny though.
there was one party that I was tired, super drunk, and actively pissed off at the party that was going on for
Oops.
some reason. And I forget what the reason was. I
Probably
forget.
because you had tried to talk to a girl and something
It's
nice
possible,
didn't happen.
man. It's entirely possible.
That's what it always
I
is.
will openly admit I got a little overly emotional about that stuff. It really
Hey,
affected me
we're all human.
negatively. So
we're all human.
hey, man,
So
I got
no
crushes
judgment.
real easily.
Yeah, no judgment.
And so-
I've been there.
There was one night a bunch of people were on the porch, and so my buddy Rich, his room was usually the smoking room. That was where
Mhm.
everyone went to smoke, not cigarettes, just because that
Yeah.
smelled. No one really liked the smell of that, but like anyone smoking pot
Okay.
or smoking from the
So
hookah or something would go
there was
there.
no real purpose for that, Rick.
What's that?
Like, I can't do anything in here. I talked to these guys. I didn't find the key. So
I guess you want to go around the other way,
Okay, so
the other side of
all
everything.
that for naught.
Probably. But so one night, his doors are occasionally closed if they didn't want smoke to get out and around everywhere,
Yeah.
which was a good thing to do. It was kind of the polite way to not have the entire party smelling like pot smoke if people weren't into that.
Yep.
But he had an issue with his doors where occasionally they'd lock on their own. Like they would
Oh,
lock,
whoops.
and he would, the door actually got stuck sometimes. Opposite door problems to what we have now. The doorknob literally just wouldn't move.
Okay.
So there was one night where I was pissed off, and so I went into my room and just crashed, and I locked both my doors. So I'm like, I don't want fucking people walking through here while I'm asleep. And about half an hour in, I hear people knocking on my door, and then knocking on
like-
his door, which is like kitty
like-
corner from my door
Right.
from the porch, and they're just like, "What do we do? They're not letting us in."
Yeah.
Because Rich could not open his door, and I was at this point.
No!
Whoa! You got so lucky.
What?
Holy
fuck?
shit! Wow! Oh my god!
Oh my god. You shouldn't be that strong. Good God.
Did your Pokemon flash before your eyes? Because that got a little
Yeah.
real.
I thought for sure it was done.
Damn.
I thought, oh my god. Was that a critical or am
I
just
didn't even see it. I
scared
wasn't even.
of Machop forever?
God damn.
Yeah, I'll just keep horting out here.
Jesus. Moral of my story, which I'll end now,
Sorry,
is that
yeah.
I did not let them in. I think they walked around to the front from there because I'm just like,
Ah,
fuck
nice.
these people.
They
They can find their fucking way to the other side.
Yeah. Oh my god, I cannot believe that.
Oh, man.
Maybe I should just make it a Ninetales now.
No, because then you're going to be stuck with the moves you've got
Terrible moves
forever.
Yeah. I mean, Flamethrower actually isn't even a TM, is it?
I don't remember. No, Flamethrower. Was Thunderbolt a TM or was Thunder a TM? I think Thunder was a TM, so
They're both
Flamethrower.
TMs.
Are they both? Because Thunder was the one you could get from the game corner.
Yeah, fresh water.
So Fire Blast is probably there, which means Flamethrower might be something you can get somewhere else.
Get out of
but-
here soon. Get some potions
I mean, you may as well. Frustration. There you go. You may as well go do it now. You're just in the stairs, right?
before I get
Yeah.
before I get deeper.
Ew.
Everything's fine. Nothing to
No
see
big
here.
deal. I don't have bloody Pokeballs.
Yeah. Just it's a Pokeball. You open it up. It's just full of fingernails.
It's
Doesn't
like,
make
"Ah."
any sense. What is this?
Oh my God. No, that's one of the new ones they're doing for Gen 7.
Oh god. Fucking Nailion.
Ugh.
It's so I don't know why I don't remember this being frustrating from the last
Why
time
are
we
you
did this.
here?
Because I'm buying potions.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to the Pokemon Center.
I'm gonna do that too. But the bigger thing is I need to buy shit. I think I just
God
need to
damn,
buy a
man.
bunch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I did. It's one of those things where hopefully you don't need it, but occasionally you do. Yeah, I don't know. I miss the scene at college, but I don't think I would ever
scene.
willingly go back, like, in time if I had to.
Oh yeah.
Just because, like, man, classes were hard. And keeping up was tricky. And I think, you know, I'm gonna get deep philosophical
Let's hear
here.
it. Be your Velociraptor for me.
At every point in life, up to a certain point, I think people want to be older. When you're like a little kid, you want to be a big kid. You want to be, you know, oh man, I want to stay home by myself. I want to be able to, you know, I want to be able to
Yep.
drive.
Yep.
And then later it's, oh man, I want to be able to go out with my friends whenever. I want to be able to go and drink. I want to buy porn, you know?
No, just yeah.
Hey man, you know? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But like eventually you get to be like 18, you get to be 21, and there's still a level of like, yeah, I'm free, I can do whatever I want. But then you're just like, oh man, but I really like to, you know, one of these days I want to have my own place. Kind of
Right.
thing.
And they're like, cool, I'm 25. I can rent a car.
Rent a car and not have it cost $1 bajillion
Right.
and all this stuff. And you're still, it's kind of like, oh man, but I got loan payments to pay off, and I gotta, you know what's gonna be good? When I'm 30, it'll be good because then I'll have this stuff and like, yeah, right. But yeah, I don't think it's one of those things where like, if I had somehow the mystical ability to go back, I don't think that I would, only because I'm almost certain that I'm happier now than I was back then. And I was happy then. I wasn't like a sad kid or anything. I mean, I think we're all a little sad as teenagers, but like,
Shadrick.
yeah.
No,
But,
I
like,
understand.
If nothing else, the freedoms you're afforded as an adult
Yeah, are pretty sweet.
are always better than any perceived like nostalgia as a kid. What would you say was better as a kid than now that you can't make up with your adult powers?
I think we differ on this.
All right, well, give me an example then. What do you?
Well, I have
Preach.
a... No, it'll just be depressing. Don't even
No,
worry about
come
it.
on, come on.
Oh, I mean, like, when I was a little kid, like, a lot of people in my family died.
Okay.
So, like, that's a period where I'm always like, well, it'd be kind of cool to go back there.
That's fair.
You know,
I think that. I mean, obviously, that's a fair one. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what I just did. God
Yeah. No,
damn it.
you want to do the top one, not the
Yeah.
bottom one.
Okay, well,
Yep. Nope. You just gotta go up and around.
scoop. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Scoop. Sorry, just focusing on this.
No, it's fine.
You want which one?
You want to go left. So the third of these 4 options.
This guy?
Yes.
Cool. I could have thought that through, but honestly, we're talking about
Yeah.
heavy things, and I was more
Deep,
interested
heavy
in that.
stuff.
But yeah, and just like life was simpler to a point, and Ian was a baby, which was kind of cool. And I don't know. I would only ever do it if I could come right back. So I guess that still means I would probably
if it was a
pick
temporary
this.
thing only.
Yeah.
I'm always kind of intrigued by the simpler thing too, because I mean it's not wrong. You have you have fewer responsibilities as a kid. The only problem is you have fewer privileges too.
Right.
It's you have to be in bed by a certain time. You have to be home by a certain
Oh my
time.
God, that was
all
all that was quick attack.
Wow.
Gojo,
damn.
you're so fragile.
If only the same was true in real life.
Yeah. Gojo's indestructible.
God damn it.
Real Goj.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh, man.
Quick attack.
Meanwhile, nothing. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh no, he's going to focus his energy on dying.
I feel like that Rattata is he's pretty solid. He probably has like a bandana on. He's really got some spunk.
He's got like a cigarette burn on his left wrist because he missed once. So he's trying to be cool.
There you go.
Here, I'm gonna flip it.
This is what he looks like when he wakes up in the morning. Confusion.
Before he actually combs his hair, this is just how all Rattatas actually look. It's like, oh Jesus, they just slick
Man,
it
even
back.
this guy's bringing it. God damn it. These guys are little
Oh.
weird tanks. Okay.
Little weird tanks.
And
Little
the
weird
cuts
tanks.
and the cradle and the silver spoon.
That song makes me so sad.
It's designed to do that.
I mean, I get that. I usually like songs that pump you up get me emotionally, but most songs that are meant to be sad don't really hit me. That's one of the only songs that actively makes me sad. Like, not just like, oh man, puts me in a low mood. It's like, I'm sad for this hypothetical father-son dynamic.
For this father-son.
I don't know, just like, oh, it breaks my heart. Similar to the whole like the NARP YARP guy from Hot Fuzz.
I don't know.
That goes way. If you look through our Wind Waker stuff, I'm not digging that shit up. If you haven't seen Hot Fuzz, there's a guy who's mentally handicapped and he's very simple, but he's like used as a blunt instrument, and he gets tricked into being distracted by like a teddy bear or something, and it's like this really cute moment, and it's just like there's something weirdly sad about this little glimpse of that, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to where things are going. I think we're in a good place.
We're getting there.
I think I'm happy that the D-pad is still a thing 4
Yeah, me
years
too.
later.
Against all odds.
Yeah. I mean, not 4
In
years
the
later just
world.
yet, but we announced it more than 4 years ago.
Yeah. Boom. And we're good.
Definitely did not expect when we were planning that thing that we were going to be a Let's Play channel.
Hey,
That was
evolve.
totally
I'm way happier with the Let's Play channel than I ever was with the podcast.
Someone was asking if the podcast, I think it might have been Mark actually, was asking if the podcast is ever coming back, and I'm like,
In some
maybe.
form, maybe someday.
we've been working out
Black
the details.
glasses. That's fun.
We've been working out the details on
this
how
is
to bring it
endless.
back as a YouTube show for like the last year, basically, since we took it off the air in the first place.
Max Ether.
But like, we need time to set it up. We also need the like time during the week to make stuff like that.
Snatch.
It contains Snatch. That's disgusting.
Who has the lift key? It's probably you.
Yeah. Who has the list key? Whoops, it was me.
Yeah. Just one. We'll have one tough Pokemon.
You're right.
Coffee.
Same as always. Yeah, no. I think the D-pad is going to come back as a video thing at some point. We're trying to figure out what we want it to be. I feel like we've had different ideas from like ranging from on one end we have like a variety show, kind of similar to what the podcast was in terms of news, but making a little bit more just general stuff and less focused. And on the other side is something more like Good Mythical Morning, where it's just like one topic, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, just kind of goof around.
Yeah.
Now, I'm curious. Do you think this guy is levitating
I think he has
in this
levitate.
game? Nope.
Yep.
Okay. Faux coughing makes ground moves miss with levitate.
I like it when the game actually tells you why it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's actually
Faux coughing is floating off the ground due to levitate, and therefore
Right.
ground attacks do not work because it is levitating and it is not connected to the ground.
But I'm just gonna rock slide.
Despite the fact that you could theoretically slap someone with mud even if they're not touching the floor.
Yeah. Come on, game. Come on.
There's some weirdness about
Think
the
about
like
it. Yay.
immunities.
Well, I mean, they can't do it on a move-by-move basis.
I mean, they
well,
could.
they can, but it's a pain. Oh, I think that was a Zubat, but I wasn't looking.
Excuse me. Or alternatively, have the moves nullify the immunity. So it's like, oh, normal dude. Let's see. I think Psychic are immune to dark? I forget which way that fucking shit goes. All right, different one.
Dark are immune to psychic attacks.
Dark is immune to psychic?
Yeah.
All right, then I don't have a good example for that. But if flying is immune to ground, that's fine. Okay, cool. But that's fine for earthquake or magnitude or earth power, stuff like that. But mud slap, to bring it back, mud slap is a thing where you slap someone with mud. There's no reason that shouldn't hit a bird.
Right. It should have been able to. Yay.
Confusion.
Come on, let's do it.
Wow. Oh, dang.
All right, one more.
Uh-oh.
Double super critical. That's fine.
And what's this going for? Yay.
Thank you, Horton.
Yeah, and you're reading some weird lines here.
Yeah.
I still can't believe what happened with the Goge.
I was worried. I was really worried.
That was a little scary, man.
I was, but a not super effective move shouldn't be able to one hit if it's not a higher level in my brain.
Yeah.
And that isn't always true, I guess, but it's mostly true. And I would have been real pissed if that's what. Oh boy, God.
Gotta watch out for that. Last thing you want to do is look down and be like, whoops, sorry, someone died. You're like, oh, shit. John's gonna heal these guys. I think we're gonna have to come back next time to fight Giovanni.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
See
We'll
you.
see you then.